everybody. Today I want to share with you a story from a book I'm reading. It's by Jeff Olson. It's called The Slight Edge. And in the book, there's a story that he tells about a gentleman who is trying to get a job with a company called Texas Instruments. And he actually gets hired on for a position that he thinks is in management, but he finds out later is in sales. Well, he's terrified of sales. It's something that in his mind, he's told himself he just cannot do. He's afraid of rejection and he doesn't want to do it. But unfortunately for him, his back's kind of against the wall and he doesn't have a choice. He's got to accept this position. And so he tells himself, you know what? Successful people do the things that unsuccessful people are not willing to do. And with that, he goes ahead and starts looking through the accounts that he has. And he looks for the most insignificant account that he can find. And he calls, he sets up the meeting, drives out there. He's white-knuckled all the way out there, okay? And he's sweating bullets. He's got all the AC vents turned on him. And he's just praying for an answer. So he's sitting out in the parking lot, and the answer comes to him through an article that he had read about funerals. And in the article, it talks about when we pass away at our funeral, only about, on average, 10 people will cry at your funeral. And so he's thinking to himself, gosh, only 10 people, you know, through my whole entire life, all my trials, my tribulations, my achievements, my joys, my heartaches, and only 10 people are going to cry at my funeral. Wow. So he reads on, and in his mind, it just gets worse because it starts talking about the burial after the funeral, right? So what determines how many people are actually going to show up at your burial is the weather. Okay, so if it's raining, only 50% of people are going to go from the funeral to the burial. And again, he's thinking, wow, he's like, if that many people don't really care, why do I care so much about other people's opinions of me? And then on top of that, I want to share with you another book that I read, by Napoleon Hill called Think and Grow Rich. This is a book I think everybody should read. And it's a book that changed my life. I took many, many things away from the book, but one of those things was, not to base your life around other people's opinions of you. And the reason is because if you think about it, most people's opinions are one, they're mean. They don't have your best interest at heart, and they're negative, so why are we letting those people run our lives? We just shouldn't be, And there's other people that we all know of, all have heard of, famous people who have done that, who have stood for what they believed in and not let other people's opinions made them waver. And those people are people like Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa, Gandhi, people like that who have, done this life's work, and at the end they passed away. And you know what? Those are the people who have these huge funerals, who tons of people turn out for. Okay, in some cases the nation is mourning these people. So let them be an example to you, to not let other people's opinions mold your life. If it's something that you believe in and you're passionate about, don't be afraid to stand alone. Just go for it, and just go after what you're trying to achieve, what your beliefs and your goals are. Don't let other people bring you down.